Welcome to Watching with Styles via YouTube. Seems like the only way to do it right now. So, again, since you're here on YouTube, since Periscope has been laid to sleep, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, and you can always comment. Shout outs to my man Lake Dog. He's commenting frequently on it, and I try to respond to him and others as you may. So as of right now, like I've said on Twitter, I'm going to be going live solely on YouTube. I will do the weekly cut ups. Those still be on Twitter, but the full replay will be only available on YouTube as of right now. So let's get into it. The more and more I watch the game, the more and more I feel better about this week because I really feel like the offense is going to come along. Maybe I'm smoking the good stuff, but I really feel like this is going to be an offensive week. Now the defense just got to continue and stack these type of games on top of each other. In football, you are not going to hold an SEC team to 0 points. Just not. It's just highly difficult. These guys are highly rated guys. They're on scholarship, and that's what happens. This is a case of right here, like I've said many times, being in your gaps. I love this kid, but he got washed down. And that opened up the gaping hole. They got to pull a lineman. And here's the great thing about defense. We play for each other. It's really that simple. And Valentine does a good job of getting them out of bounds. It's simple. They're going to get yardage. It's impossible to hold a team to some crazy amount of yardage. But when we all play for each other instead of for ourselves, this is when good things happen. So Ox had a bad play the first snap. Then he comes back and plays good technique, good eyes, good recognition, and we get him down for a yard and a half. 3rd and 4. If you've watched me for any amount of time, I harp on knowing down and distance. Okay. Let me tell you why this is crucial. Now, I don't know the defense that we run because it's a little complicated in how they do things, okay? But if you ask me, looks like we're running a sort of a concept of 3D. Now, even if we're not, all I'm going to focus on is this box here with these two receivers, okay? They have 2. We have 3. All right? So, when I'm these guys, and I have a guy over the top of me, which is him, on this down, I'm going to be a little more aggressive because I have someone over the top if I make a mistake, okay? So right now, it's 3rd and 4. Everybody does a good job. Don't move because the sticks is on the yard line. This is the sticks, right? And I have a guy over the top of me. Guy not over the top, I might play this differently, okay? Now, this is not how coaches will quote unquote teach it, but as my coach always taught me is I'm going to teach you the fundamentals of the concept, but you got to be out here and make a play. Okay. First thing, just a little teaching note. First thing, like I said, I don't know exactly what this is. First thing as a corner, for me, I like to play outside. And the reason why I like to play outside, because if I'm here, I can look through the receiver to the quarterback. Okay. And that also makes it easier for me if I'm here to force this receiver inside to my safety. Okay. 3rd and 4 with a guy over top. I know for a shadow of a doubt somebody's coming for the sticks. And I only got 2 guys over here. So if I'm outside, I'll force him inside. But then I still have my eyes on the quarterback. Now, he would be able to react quicker to that. Now, the linebackers are just not going to be as good in coverage as the DBs. This is a hell of a route, hell of a concept. Now I'm really being nitpicky. We got to make a play on that possibly. Reason why I say that is because the first drive, we need to get off the field. Great tackle, though. Same coverage. I'm going to call it 3 high, but I know that the concept seems a little different. As we used to run it, the difference is they have a DB as the linebacker. So he's going to be good out in space. So what we used to call it, we used to have colors for our coverages, and green used to be cover 3. So normally in cover 3, the safety drops down and he would have curl to flat. He would have curl to flat, okay? But then sometimes we roll it. So instead of, in this case, in the old days, this guy would fall down, that guy would have that third, that guy would have the middle third, and this corner would have this third. Don't know if this is a formation recognition or it's an actual call. Like I say, I'm not at practice. I'm in Louisiana, so I'm not privy to all that information. And even if I was privy, I couldn't tell you guys anyway. So this is a closed formation. What I mean is closed. There's no receiver outside of the framework of the box. And it looked like they rolled the coverage. So instead of that corner having deep thirds, he has deep thirds, he has deep thirds. That corner has deep thirds. So the strong safety is the only change. Now he has middle. So Valentine would have curl to flat, right? So he would have, since it's a real bunch formation, there's really no curl. But let's say he's got curl to flat since it's in the boundary. Curl and flat is almost the same area since it's such a condensed area, right? So I listened to the broadcast for some reason, don't know. The analyst said this is too high. This is not too high. It's 3 high. The safeties are 2, but then there's a backside corner is playing the other third. Now here is the conundrum for me. This is why it's a little difficult for me to understand, because he doesn't look weak side. He only looks strong side. So they run 2 verts. He actually bends it to the middle and he runs a vertical. This is the difficult part for me to analyze. Is Corker supposed to play both? Because not Smoke. Why I want to call Square Smoke for some reason. Square does a good job of carrying the tight end. Like an excellent job. So my question is this quarter halves? Are they playing quarters, which we talked about this once before, but it doesn't look like quarters because he's too deep. He might be. He's 10. So quarters is a key on number 2. You know, and if number 2 goes vertical, you're basically playing man-to-man. Safety has him, corner has him. Okay, we got time. So if it's quarters and this guy goes out, the linebacker expands, and then the corner and the safety combo on this receiver. If they both go vertical, they both have a man-to-man. All right. So if this is quarter halves, which I have a feeling that it is, Corker does an amazing job because he's got to respect the bend route and comes off of the hash. And if this is half, Valentine does a decent job of making the ball get elevated because there is a small window, a box, where a quarterback can drop it, and it's going to be a completion because the safety can't get there soon enough. Corker does an amazing job, keeps his head up, separates the ball from the man. Legal hit, ball gone. That's amazing. So now we got a 2nd and 10. This hour down. Linebackers got to maintain depth. This is the problem. And let me show you something. So Bazelak does a good job, right, of checking down. Jones cannot come forward. Just think about this. So they have 2 men that are going to come in this underneath zone, right? They got a tight end, got a running back. The line of scrimmage is like the 35, right? 35-yard line, okay? The tight end comes and he's 2 yards from the line of scrimmage. The running back is on the line of scrimmage. Make them throw that and we come up and tackle, okay? So would you rather take that one or Jones comes up right here and give them this one, which is like a 15-yard throw? Just imagine that. If Jones kept his depth, because if you see from here, right? He's out of the picture. You can see him dropping. Let me go back enough. You can see him drop. He's backpedaling. He's in perfect shape. Like, it can't be any better. But he gets pulled up by this. You cannot get pulled up. You got to maintain your fundamentals. Let them throw this pass and trust in your tackling ability. He just gave that up, and look how close he was to touching it. Let's imagine he was like a couple yards deep. That pass not thrown. That's the little thing. We got to get off the field. 2nd and 10 is a defensive down. We got a young buck here. Thrower. If you're going to go, you got to go now. See that? You can't catch the block. Can't catch the block. You got to trust in what you see and go when you want to go. It's best to make a mistake full speed than to make a mistake half speed. We got to find a way, and I tweeted, I've been tweeting this for I don't know how long. You got to find a way to get a damn call in when team goes tempo so everybody can be ready. We're not ready. We're just not ready. We got to get ready. We're still not ready. We still not ready. Okay? And they bring out everybody in this route. There's 5 guys in this route. It's 5 receivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since we're not ready, we don't have enough time to get pressure. Okay? We cannot stop. Here is the hardest thing. It's handling your job and looking at his eyes. Thrower he gets this pass. If he doesn't, you can see him go to his right there. If he keeps coming, But what his eyes are telling him to do, he either picks this or it's knocked down. So they get a drive on us because one thing, coverage discipline is a little lacking. It's gotten better this year, and we got to get ready. We cannot, as a defensive player, you want to understand that they are trying to, every offensive play has levels. They're going to have a short guy, they're going to have a medium guy, they're going to have a deep guy. If they waggle, they're going to have a short guy, they're going to have a medium guy, they're going to have a clear out, and they're going to have a backside medium guy. Like, every play has levels, right? Because they want to get the deep pass. So watch. So they put a tight end here to hook up just to see what you do. If this linebacker kept getting a little depth, the problem is everybody's trying to get interception. Let's say this is, if you haven't watched me for a long time, I was coached that every player in zone should be able to break up 1/3 of the distance of the pass, okay? 1/3 the distance, okay? So if this ball is right here, so this is, let's say this is 3, 8, 13 yards, right? 1/3 of 13 is about 4-ish, right? So that means this linebacker right here, I don't know if it's Jones or thrower, probably thrower. I keep saying Wallace. If he gets to about here, that means if he's watching the quarterback front end comes off the ball, he should be able to break up, make up the distance 1, 2, 3, 4, which means he can knock this ball down. Okay? With him staying there, he allows a window to be thrown above his head in the window. Okay? There's always a dead spot in every zone between the linebackers and the safeties. You want them linebackers to push that dead zone far enough back where it's hard for a quarterback to drop it in here. We got to get depth as linebacker. That's Jones. We got to get depth. We can't get influenced by the guy underneath. Make him keep throwing this, and we keep pounding their ass, and he's going to start dropping it. I promise you. If you get him, nail him in his ribs 2 to 3 times, next time he's going to be trying to fill you. And that's how you play defense. Now, I don't know if we playing zone or man in here as DBs. You got to look at your guys. Nobody's firing off the line of scrimmage. You have to be patient. You're the pass game. You got to be patient. Look at your guy. Look at the guys you're responsible for. Can't run by you. I think they're playing zone. So they got us. One thing, man, it's a weird thing. The one thing about this offense is when we get in chaos or in bad situations, they always come through with some points to try and stem the tide a little bit. Oh no. Is this gonna crash on me? Yep, I think so, guys. So give me a second. Let me boot it back up. It's why can't we do that all the time? That to me is purely a focus deal. Is we have to be focused as an offense all the time. That goes for both sides of the ball. We got to be focused all the time. Not just when it's chaos. Good teams don't wait until chaos to play their best ball. They play their best ball all the time. And that's something that's I guess you can look at as a positive and a negative, is that we find a way to do that. And we have to be more consistent with that. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble. Sometimes fast forwarding it too fast, too far. Okay, here we go. So we gotta find a way to be more consistent. This is a great play, great execution, great route. We're trying to get this rub route on number 10. Ali's gotta find a technique to rub people a little bit better. This rub route is a wheel route. We are trying to get this to Wan'Dale. This is a NFL concept by the pure fact that we're playing backyard football. Whatever happens, happens. We want the wheel route, but if they're going to play that so well, number 10 is over the top, we're just going to stop. Quarterback got to see it. There's no call. Wan'Dale stops. He stands in the pocket and delivers a dart. That is beautiful football. That's perfection. Now, they are selling out on the run. They're hype. They have an idea of what we're going to do. We're going to try to stem the tide, and they run a lot of, I don't want to call it zone or run blitz, but they are really engaged at the line of scrimmage. They got a lot of guys up there. So now what we need to do is try to get them out of it. See how we got linebackers crowding the box? Boom. Linebacker's gone. Right? You got a linebacker blitzing right here. That means one of these underneath zones is going to be open. I've talked about this earlier this year. Remember, there's 6 underneath zones, right? Flat, curl, hook, then hook, curl, flat over here, right? So once you blitz somebody, one of these hooks is vacated because no linemen are dropping back. So now as a quarterback, I know I got the middle of the field open. All I got to do is be patient. They call a good route. Wan'Dale sees what's going on and he sits. He doesn't travel across. That is perfect. See number 19. He's blitzing. Wan'Dale sees they're in zone. I'm not going to travel over. I'm not going to do an over route. I'm not going to go over the formation. I'm just going to settle down right in the big ass window. That is a window that's created by number 19 blitzing. Because if number 19 doesn't, he will be somewhere around in here. One of these 3 spots, probably one of those 2 spots. Since he blitzed, the window becomes humongous. Great read by the quarterback, great read by the receiver. We are in sync. Now we're marching. Now we got to score. They score a touchdown, we got to stack a touchdown on top of theirs. But we can't do it that way. Eesh, we are blessed. Now here's the deal. Tell me if this is bad luck. We're going to go over some of these fumbles with my man Anthony White tomorrow on the locker, because it seems like that ball is high and tight. Maybe not as tight as it should be. Is that just a great strip? The ball is not loose. That ball is not away from his body. It's hugged up to his chest. Now, it's not 3 points. His elbow is out. But I want you to try and run and make a cut and your elbow doesn't come out. Man, is that just bad luck? I'm watching some of these fumbles. Some of them are horrible. But then some of them are just, maybe that's why I went back to him. This is probably my favorite play of the game. Will did a great job of being the change of pace quarterback at Penn State. We got to get him involved in the run game a little bit more, make the defense honest. This is perfection. Now he's gone. The other great thing is this guy right here with a damn good block. A lot of receivers won't get this block. And not only get the block, but eliminate him. That's an elimination block, okay? Now we got a pretty good block down here. That's free yards. I want to see that. I want to see that 2 to 3 times a game. And if Will doesn't have it, then he can slide. Now this is poetry in motion. I like the patience. Easy into the hole, explode through. Now, we just got to get a better block by our running back. But that's asking a lot from a running back. Running backs are not blockers. But if he gets 19, we get a little bit more. We just can't allow the penetration. Just can't allow the penetration. That's the hard one. We just can't allow the penetration. I don't know if that's Dare or Flax. We got to do a better job there. The reason why, if we block number 3, he doesn't take Cummings off his path. And if Cummings stays on his path, he probably blocks this guy a little sooner, and it just screws up the timing. See that? It just screws up the timing. That means Bates has to hold on to that block. It's a hair longer, and that means it just messes up. Cummings would have got that block a little sooner, and we might have gotten a little bit more yards. But, as I say, they're on scholarship too. They made a play. They beat us on that down. Man, that's jeez. Hold them up, Kennard. I'm just that's hard for you. Hold them up. Get him up. This would have been nice to get that 7 on the board. That's so close, man. That's so close. I say this, you gotta be, processor have to be quick. Right now, heads turn around. This is great job by him. Right now, you see this guy, and he's not fooled. Wan'Dale is unfortunately out. You gotta go to number 2. Number 2 is, he's out. Right now, X him out. He's done. Okay? Number 2 is right here. If he throws that ball right now, that's touchdown. You get what I'm saying? If he throws it, 1 is out right now. And the great thing about it, 1 is going to make this window go from here to go to there. Because this guy's got to expand with Wan'Dale. Okay? It's open right now. See the window? Cummings is open right now. You gotta put it there. You gotta put it on him. No doubt about it. You gotta throw that thing a step sooner, and that is a touchdown. That is like a 8-yard throw. With your arm, even if you have to elevate it, even if you got to sidearm it, you find a way to get it there. That is a touchdown. Let me circle because I know you should be able to see my mouse. Now that guy right there is open. And what I'm telling you, he's open right now, though. See what I'm saying? He's open now. He turned his eyes around. He pat the ball. Gonna throw it. Throw it to him now. That's a processing rate. Okay, so now, let's say you don't want to throw it there, right? Next level throw is you throw that damn ball right over the top of that guy right here. Throw the ball probably somewhere about right there. Because he's open too. Ugh. Now, these are plays that I want people to understand is that the execution of the play is everything. These play calls are on point. We just got to execute. Now, you tell me if this is a call, I'm not sure. But if Will pulls this damn ball right now, we got hat on a hat, hat on a hat, hat on a hat, foot on a foot, which is actually hat on a hat. The only guy that's free is this one. That's the only guy that's unblocked. You telling me if Will don't take this ball right here, that he can't run over this guy or at least run somewhere and get a touchdown? That's second down. We should have points on the board. Now, you motion the back out the backfield. You know it's man. You know it's man. You know our league got him man to man. I understand here. All right? It's not open. Look who's open, though. We got a great pick route front side. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. I know. I'm always say throw the easiest pass. But, man, you got a nice pick route right there. Look at Wandale. Who has him? Look at it. Look at here. Rig does a great job of screening or rubbing his guy. That is touchdown. 17-7 is better than 13-7 because that touchdown looks real scary right now. So that play is on the execution. Man, that is... I say all the time, you play for your brothers. This is caused by Pascal and great read by Jones. But if Pascal doesn't get this penetration, this doesn't allow Jones to make that thump. God, that's a... Man, the linebackers played probably one of their better games. Better drops in pass coverage. Not great drops, better. And they laid a lot of wood. They were patient. They let the plays develop in front of them. This is not a catch. The amount of I wish we did this when I was playing. The amount of boundary down blitzes we got, and I play a lot of boundary corner my senior year. Man, I would have loved this opportunity. They come in certain formations. You go say blitz. Like, God. That's not a catch. Linebackers, so much better in patience. So much better. Now, you can't run around the block, though. Jones can't run around the block. Play your responsibility, right? Because now we got two linebackers stacked on top of each other. They should be in essence, just for simplicity's sake. Doesn't always work this way, but a lot of times it does. This guy's supposed to turn it into him that way, and he's supposed to turn it into him. So whatever happens, we should be butting heads. to a running back that's coming in between us. You cannot run around the block. But this is what I keep saying about defenses. Make them keep snapping the ball, and they're going to screw up. A bad snap, we rally to the ball. They in 2nd and 14, and we didn't do anything. They did that to themselves. All right. Now, we're blitzing. In this conference, I'm going to tell you, in college football, if you blitzing, there's no reason to bail. Because you know, if they do everything right, they should have to throw this ball quickly. And the difference in college football is there's no 5-yard chuck zone. You can chuck anywhere. Chuck means you can jam the receiver anywhere down the field, as long as the ball's not in the air. When we go and everybody does their job and handling their gaps, this is what a blitz is supposed to look like. If you remember the ULM game, some of the Chattanooga, we had guys stacking on top of each other. That makes it hard for the secondary because you thinking blitz. You thinking right now that I don't have to cover for 3 seconds. Man, we on this series, we blitzed twice, corner. This is crazy. Great little move. Not a great move. I'm going to say a good move, and the running back don't want to hit nobody. And we get a sack by a corner. Now, scary part about this is what I'm going to say, just to be scary. Remember, he has contained. If he goes this way, he better make the sack. Because if he goes and spins out here, there's nobody out here. Remember, we're in man-to-man. Eyes are on the receiver. That's scary to me. Just FYI. But nonetheless, when you do that, you got to make a play. You just got to make the play. Now, this is, man, it's just weird. These are just guys sticking their arm out. That's away from the body. But it's just guys getting their arm out and just timing it. That's just bad luck. Got to have that ball high and tight. Defense just came off the field. Right back on the field. No one complains. And we do what we do. We do what defenses do, which is stop the opponent from scoring points. That's our job. Oops. We just got to be more physical at the point of attack. With Ox, he's too high. He gets sealed. And now we're in a tough position. But we get him down. We got to get ready for the next play. Now, the problem is when you snap it too quickly, sometimes they're not ready either. One thing last year you can count on was Big Q, man in the middle. And one thing I was fearful of this year is could Bully live up to that? I'm going to tell you, he's living up to it. Plus, he's got a little something Q didn't have. He's got a little juice, a little speed, a little more quickness. And he gets the holding call. Number 71, you can't do this. People are going to have to stop blocking Bully one-on-one. You can't do that. Bully has his tackle. Or at least get an arm on it. Man, he's playing some good football. One thing I like about him is he's playing with great motor. Great motor. This is a pretty good recognition by Square. To me, he doesn't quite read his keys because this is obvious pass. But you realize it's a screen right now. Everybody reacts. And this is great down play. Square had his best game in a long time. That's solid play. Now, we got him in 2nd and 20. We got to keep them behind the chain. It's a great reaction by DB. Not worried about him. You run to the ball. Great tackle. Now we get him 3rd and 18. Now, we got to win this one. We got to. You got a little spy. Now, Jordan Wright, with your speed and knowing that this isn't Emory Jones or Richardson or Mike Vick or Lamar Jackson, you can drop a little bit. You can drop. It's 3rd and 18. You don't have to run after him now. You can play cat and mouse with him. Run a little bit here. Not getting depth, but run a little bit with him. Make him declare he's going to run first. Because when you come up, you leave a little window. See what I'm saying? Just a little window. But great tackle by Carrington. Man, the DBs played a hell of a game. 4th and 5. This is too close for me. I like that Tyrell jammed him. But we got to stay inside. We cannot let him cross our face. We cannot. That's the easiest throw right in front of him. That's the shortest throw that he will throw. We got to protect it inside. We have to. See, right? He's lined up inside, which is good. Now, instead of stepping with your right foot, either stand there, but step with your inside foot, your left foot, to protect the inside. You cannot let him cross our face. Now it's time for the offense to seal the deal. Got to get this thing. Got to put some points on the board to make this thing over. C-Rod, when he runs in between the tackles and doesn't get in space, it's hard. It's hard to stop him. Offensive line, they know we're going to run. Still creating a new line of scrimmage. Not on this one. But they know we're going to run. We don't want to. We want this thing right here to tick, 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 tick. Oops. Yeah. Why? How, Sway? Sway, how? How, Sway? How another one? And we went right back to him. Some people say that's a great thing. Some people say it's a bad thing. I don't know how to look at it. Obviously, we missed a play. They were showing some stat. But somehow Bully and Oxendine did something there. So defense comes on, sudden change. We got him at 2nd and long off the jump. We got to get lined up. Just got to get lined up. Great pressure by Pascal. Great job by Bully. I think we ran a stunt. We tried to run a stunt. No, or we just went out. Whatever happened, Bully tried to get contained. He's straining. With his straining, it helps. Now he pulled up with a cramp, but that's what's straining. I like to see that. That's the effort that he needs to continue giving to get us to the next level. Now, we got to bend that corner. We got to retrace. We going you got to fall back. You just can't run around him. You got to fall back. Oh, he does. That's good. Now, we got to make a tackle. Great job. This is the thing that worries me this week. With Emory Jones and Richardson, we cannot give them this window. See, so fans, I'm telling you now, I would rather get minimum sacks and keep those two guys in the damn pocket. I want those guys to keep a little umbrella. We want to keep an umbrella right here and protect them from the rain. Or as protect us from the rain that he's going to give to us if he breaks the pocket. We want to just keep him here and make him stay there. There's some quarterbacks you want them to stay there. Some quarterbacks you want them to move. Big Ben Roethlisberger, you want him to move. But Emory Jones, you want him to stay right in this nice cocoon form. This right here, that's a breaking umbrella. That's fabric. It's going to rain on us. We cannot let that happen this week. Emory Jones has a little giddy up. This is perfect execution by everybody. Knowing how they're going to attack us. This is what I like, and I said it earlier. Watch Geiger. He is coming now. I think this is Wallace. He's breaking now. That's the advantage of playing zone, is when the ball is released, you should be coming downhill. Even if he catches it, he's short. It's great defense, great call, great execution. Listen, that's a great call, great execution. Great call, poor execution is a first down. Offensive line does a great job there. Look at Fortner. Seal that defensive tackle. Horsey does a good job of straining to try and seal this. And we get a nice little hole right there. That's Horsey doing a good job of trying to seal. Once you latch on, it's hard. It's hard to get disengaged. Look at that. Look at that push. Think they're trying to slant. And watch how they just ride the wave. See these guys? See all that white? They're just riding this white wave right there. That's a nice little white cap. Look at that. Look at that. We got that whole side of it. All you see is the back of white numbers. When you see the back of white numbers and you're in a coaching booth up here on this side, or you just smiling. Look at that. Yeah, I see the numbers. 51. Is that 68, 79, 75, 70. That is beautiful work right there. And now truck stick. Now we got to get points. Again, look at that. The left side of the line did a better job. But Dare's gotta strain more. He's too high and he's just like, nah. We gotta punish them. Man, Isaiah Cummings has come into his own. And he's not scared to come around this corner and hunt out a body. He's hunting somebody out. That is a great pancake right there. This guy has NFL tight end written all over him in a year or two. All over him. Just think about it. We have Bates. We got we got 80. We got 84. And then we got Upshaw. All those guys have a little bit of juice in them. It's going to be interesting to see how Cohen uses them next year. Square, we cannot. This is a great cut. It's actually a great read by you. We cannot let a DB arm tackle us though. You gotta run through that. You just gotta run through that. That's being harsh by me, but that's what the expectations are for a great back. Great backs hardly ever get taken down by one guy. Ever. It'd have been nice to put points on the board. But I gotta call a spade a spade. My man Cox can't whiff on this block. See the whiff? He swung. He swam him. And look, if he doesn't whiff, we might have something here. Right? If he doesn't whiff on him, we got him sealed. We got him sealed. And that's his guy. Now, he's sealed. He's sealed. That's his guy. And we might have a chance to go, right. Come on, Van. There we go. To go right there. But now we lose yours. Lineman, if you screening, if we running a wide receiver screen, bubble screen, you gotta, as a tackle, know where this guy is. You just gotta know where this guy is. You gotta know what kind of technique he's playing. He's playing press. He's not going to be down the field. He's gonna be down the line of scrimmage. He's gonna be right down the line of scrimmage. So we gotta change our path to beat him to the path. You gotta beat him. Think about it. Think about this. Just saying. This is why, as a fan, you're like, why we make this call? That's a terrible call. If we execute this, if they're, instead of going down the field and going this way, if he would have went straight here, tell me if this is not a touchdown. We got two guys. Two guys, right? Let's say he blocks him. He has no chance because he doesn't get touched and have to start from zero again, right? We got two guys. Watch how they block it. Boom. Boom. This is the last guy, and he went inside. That is a tutty if we get this block. It's really that simple, y'all. It's really that simple. I want you to see that. If he doesn't go down the field, he goes right down, almost down that black line because he knows he's in press. He goes right down the black line, and he doesn't allow this guy to touch him. That is, I guarantee you, at worst is 6. I mean, at worst is a first down. Linebackers, we gotta keep getting deep. It is 16-7. It is 16-7 with 4 minutes left. All right. Let them throw all of this. And then you come up and tackle them in bounds, make them throw all of that. All of this is gravy for us. We gotta keep getting depth. We gotta get depth because it's just a soft spot. We are the secondary is trying to protect from the big play. We need y'all to keep getting depth to minimize that dead area in between. So this is technically a PI, and the reason why it's a PI is he gets there. See how he puts his hands on him and he hits him? See that? They're gonna call it every time. If he eliminates this arm and just reach across with this arm, not a PI. They're gonna call that every time. It's a soft PI. It wasn't like he ran through him, but they're going to call that. This is perfection by everybody. It is caused. Remember, I always say somebody else caused it and then someone else gets credit for it. It's caused by Pascal. If he doesn't penetrate up the middle where he can't step up in the pocket, He doesn't have to throw it that soon. And if you have to throw it that soon, Geiger is probably a little bit deeper down the field. Since it happened so quick, man, that's great reaction, great tackle. Sheesh. Now we get them a second and long and forever. Stay back a little bit longer. Know the situation, know the time. Geiger almost got him another one. This is the thing about it. If he keeps getting depth, he gets this. But just because he had that little slight hesitation, ooh, he almost got it. God, that's close. Man, the amount of blitzing. We cannot let him escape the pocket. Good job by Pascal. We cannot this week. And I don't think we're going to blitz as much as we did because we just cannot. We got to keep eyes on the quarterback. Man, something's a little wrong with that. There's too many guys. And you leaving one guy to have contain and play the middle. That's very difficult. But, man, that's a great reaction by him. Wait. That's winning play right there, Pascal. That's a winning play. You don't understand. Let me explain this to you real quick. So, we call the blitz. The cornerback has contained. This is the corner. He has contained. All right? But if you look at the play, we got three guys that go to that side. And now he's got a free run over here, right? Because there's no one over there. Pascal has that, I'm guessing. So now if three guys get put in a bunch, there is a humongous running lane. So there's no one there. I know it's 3rd and 16. There's no one there, right? So he can come in here and take his time, run along the line of scrimmage, give these guys, his receivers, more time to get open. But no, this guy right here has 3 on him. He's got 1, 2, 3 guys to block him. And he runs by every single one of them. That's amazing, man. Now, we got to milk this clock. And they know what we're doing. There's nothing better. I play a little running back because I started running back in high school, had some off-season summer issues. He didn't come to workouts. So the first couple of games I had to play. There is nothing like getting to this level and having to be a safety. It's nothing like it. We are manhandling their front 7. Look at that. Horsey just takes that guy where he wants to go. Bates does a good job of watching his guy. Smoke does a good job of reading. Look at that, man. It's a minute left, and they know we're trying to milk this clock. Tick, 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 tick. No penetration. Oof. Good job by Horsey. Hugging that guy. Oof. That's Dare. Good job. It's perfection. One more first down in this ball game. And they know it's 3rd and 2. They bring the house. Look how many guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then a safety in the middle. They got 9 guys in the box. Great patience by C-Rod. Easy pickings. Ball game. Football is simple when you execute. And we got better executing offensively a little bit. Now all Will has to do is process. He's got to get that new Pentium chip and process things just a little bit faster. Just a little bit faster. Because it's open. He's just got to process it faster. When I play quarterback during the week, you visualize if we run this play and they run 2 high safeties, this is going to be open. If they run 3 high safeties, this will be open. If they run quarters, this is going to be open. So when you get to the game, you're not reactionary. You already know where you're going once you see the coverage, because you have ingrained it in your brain what's going to happen and how it's going to happen and whom do I look for. Who's 1? I got to come off of 1 now. I got to get to 2. Okay, 2's not open. Got to get to 3. And all that got to help him pretty quickly. He's got to speed up his processor. Man, I am, the more I watch the game, the little things you see, the turnovers ruin rhythm. And we couldn't get in the rhythm. You see the long drives, when we get in the rhythm, we are killing them. If C-Rod doesn't fumble, we score on the second field goal. The first field goal of the second half, we score a touchdown. If Will reads on the boot, 1's not open, get the 2, that's a touchdown. The next play, if he pulls it, that's a touchdown. On the next play of that, if he throws a Wan'Dale, that's a touchdown. It's there. The thing about it is the touchdowns are there. The plays are there. We just got to execute. And it's really that simple. If the defense couldn't execute against Chattanooga and they played their best game, they had a high A grade for me on this game for execution, the offense can do the same in 1 week. I'm looking for the offense to play their best game this week. Now the defense has to stack good games on top of each other. If we can start stacking on each side of the ball, game after game on top of each other, this team can be scary. And I'm not afraid of Georgia. And I said that now. I'm not afraid of Georgia. I'm not afraid of anybody, because I know something about Georgia that I'm not afraid of. I'm not afraid of JT Daniels. That defense is scary. That offense, not so much. So the scores could be 6-3. Could be like when we played in Athens in 2019. It could be like that. So as long as we handle our business, this is the first time in a long time where I'm not afraid of anybody in this conference. And that says a lot about where this program is. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Since you're on YouTube watching this, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell on the top so you can get notified when I start broadcasting again. You won't have to go to Twitter to find out. Hit that bell so it'll give you a little the notification when I go on. Share, like, comment. I will reply to you, I promise. And wish you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys on Friday to look at this Florida tape. 1:16 left to play in the game. Quarterback drops